We'll try that. We'll try that. We got a kitty help. Okay, we're going to do our first training session of our January Train Your Dog month. And the first exercise we're going to do in our little session is called 2 Paws Up. And the 2 Paws Up exercise is used in our fitness classes, our Get Fit with Fido, our FIED with Fido, and it's also used in our rally class, our fitness rally class, and it's going to be used in our Fenzi team class, and it'll be used to help eventually teach healing and getting a good placement. And we will also use it in our parkour class, our outdoor agility class. And it's also used in agility itself. So there's a lot of places you're going to use a 2 paws on an object behavior. So to start it, if your dog doesn't already know it, and especially for little puppies, if we want to develop confidence, we're just going to show them a treat and lure them up on a nice, solid, stable surface. Yes, good boy. Good job. Okay, come on off. This is sorbetto right here. And we actually use it in our show dog training as well. We teach him to stand in place, and it teaches him to stand still, which is what he has to do when he goes in the show ring. So come on over. Good. So this is really it. Now he already knows it, so he makes it look easy. But it's just really luring his feet up. And once you get that a few times, okay, off. Now we can put it on cue. We say, beep. Yes, good boy. And he's already starting to pivot. So what are the benefits of 2 Paws Up exercise? Well, first of all, when he elevates his front half, he is forcing his, he's putting more weight, shifting more weight onto his rear legs. So he's strengthening his rear legs a little bit more. When it's a flat surface like this, that's one of the benefits. So we can eventually turn it into doing exercises with his feet elevated. Nope, sit, sit, sit. Good boy. And now when he stands up, there's more weight shifted onto his back legs, so that is going to strengthen the quadriceps and the hamstrings and the rear assembly. Sit. Good. Stretch. Good. So that's one of the fitness exercises that we can do. Good job. Go get it. So once they have that, and they're pretty confident with that, a way to make it a little bit more challenging is you can add some instability to the exercise. So you can get a little pad like this. Here, back up. Beep, beep. Good job. And you put that down. And now when he steps on it, it shifts a little bit. So that is going to make him sit, stretch. Good. Use his core muscles, his abdominal muscles, and all the smaller little muscles to help stabilize and help him keep his balance. Just like for us. Sit. Stretch. Good boy. Go get it. You know, if we stand on this thing and try to balance, we're doing the same thing because it's moving underneath our feet. Okay, so we can go to, hi, good boy, he likes to do this. There you go, go get it. So this would be a nice intermediate step or a beginner step. A little bit more challenging is you can go to an inflatable disc. Beep. And you can see it's a little bit harder. He wobbled a bit. Yes, sit. Good. Stretch. Yes. Sit. Yes. Stretch. Good boy. So really just getting them to put their front feet on something is our first exercise. Once they've got that, of course, you can always make it more challenging. You can make it harder by making it a little higher. You can see he's wobbling a little bit more. And of course, the higher this is, the more weight shifts onto the back end. So he's using more back end than front end and shoulders. Good boy. And we can shift the treat, and that makes his balance a little bit different. It makes it harder when you're turning your head. Same like if you try to close your eyes when you're balancing on one foot, it's a little bit harder to do. So that's kind of the same exercise, adding a little bit more difficulty. There you go, honey, get it. I'm not going to do it with 2, but you know, this is a lot harder than that little balance pad was, for sure. Okay, so you're saying to yourself, well, I don't have all this stuff, so how can I do this without all this stuff? I don't want to spend a fortune on doing these kinds of exercises. So to get a little stable brick like that blue pad I had, You can use an old phone book if you still have one. Wrap it up in duct tape so it doesn't squish around when they step on it, and that becomes a pretty solid little block. Anything solid, any little block like that would be, you know, a cinder block or something like that. For something with a little bit more instability, this was just a stack of blankets. You could use a couch cushion or a pillow, but it serves the same purpose. It gives when he puts his feet up on it. So, you know, just stack up some blankets and use that. Then you don't need to go buy anything specific. Sit, good feet. Yes, good boy. Anything that shifts a little bit under their weight. Sit, feet, feet, good. Sit, feet, sit. He's trying to pivot. Feet, sit, good. Stretch. Yes, good boy, good job. That's a good boy. Okay. So really that's it, is just putting your front feet on something with a little bit of confidence. It's really great for shy dogs. Don't force them. Let them kind of decide to do it themselves. Don't pick their feet up and put them on it. Let them figure it out. And then eventually, you know, like I said, we're going to teach them to use this to do other kinds of exercises, like pivoting. Ready? Pivot. You can't because there's no room here. Go get it. Let's see if we can get here. Right here. Feet. Go away. Pivot. Yes, so we can teach healing. Yay. I'm teaching that position and with the solid disc, or we can again make it more challenging by using a squishy disc. Go get it. And eventually, in our parkour, especially, we're going to use moving front feet on a moving object is one of our parkour exercises. And so we're going to have them put their front feet on something that does move. So let's try this. Ready? Feet. Good boy. Okay, do it all. And eventually we will go to 4 feet on an object, which is what he's doing right now. So this also teaches, it's engaging the core, and he's got to balance. He's got to hold himself solid here. Nice and stationary. Good boy. Good boy. And again, I can make it more challenging by having him turn his head while he's balanced up there. You can see him shaking a little bit. But we don't want to get to the point where he's just shaking. That's showing some muscle fatigue. We want to stop at that point. But we use this for our show practice. So in our show dog class, we could use this exercise to teach them to stand still, which they have to do in the show. Ready? Proud dog. Yes, good boy. And you don't need anything this high to do that. You can just use 2 little discs if you want, or 2 phone books or whatever. But yes, he loves the peanuts. I don't know why. They're very, very fun. Yes, so that's how you just start teaching them to put their front feet on different things. And it also relates to our tricks class, of course, because everything is a trick. So here's a trick with front feet on sit, feet. Yes. Oh, say your prayers. So there it is. One simple exercise applies to a lot of our different classes. And as with all of our obedience and fun behaviors, they all interrelate as you get into the higher classes and the more fun classes. And yes, say your prayers. Yes, good boy. So, you know, have fun with it. Play with the 2 paws up. And we'll be back in a couple days to show you a new exercise. Yay, good boy for bed. Oh, thank you.